Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt's divorce. What is really going on here, and why has Angelina been going so hard trying to get sole physical custody of the children?
All the 6 kids to herself.
Exactly. Well, now we know what is behind some of this. Sources, very well-placed sources connected to Angelina have told us that this is about a job with the UN. It just sounds strange.
A job with the UN? The job with the UN.
The job with the UN. You're right. It is the job with the UN. All right. So our sources who are connected to both Brad and Angelina tell us that there are 2 women in Angelina's life who have been consulting with her, and they have told her that she possibly down the road could be a candidate for Secretary General of the United Nations, and she's interested. She's very interested. But they have also told her that this will require
her to be in London.
To be in London. It's going to help her. It's going to help her cause if she's in London. It will get her closer to the gig. Now, that means she would have to move to London. She wants to do it with the kids.
Which would mean she would need sole custody of all those kids in order to move them out of the country.
Exactly. It would require having full custody and having a judge sign off on you taking the kids 6,000 miles from where their father lives, and also where they receive therapy. We did those stories yesterday on TMZ Live where we talked about that all of these doctors and all of this stuff going on because of the incident on the airplane. So on one hand, look, if she wants that job, some people say she's qualified, some say she's not. Regardless, all of that's fine if she wants to do that. The problem is taking the kids there. As we've talked about, joint custody in the state of California is very common for people.
It's what they normally go with.
It's what they normally do, and Brad Pitt was cleared of any wrongdoing criminally, so for Angelina to get full custody and then take them to England is probably a long shot at this point.
But the only way it could happen is if Brad's right to joint custody were somehow brought into question, and as it turns out, you know, the incident on the plane happened, and now what we're told is these 2 women, who, by the way, are big muckety mucks in the UK. One of them is in the House of Lords. The other one also holds a government position. They have been advising her, saying, "Look, if this could be your opportunity to draw, you know, Brad's parenting in question."
So I get that Brad and Angelina have issues with
we're told for more than a year they've been.
We're just gonna gloss over the part of this that Angelina Jolie has designs on being Secretary General of the United Nations. We're gonna pretend like that's a thing.
Well, I thought that Brad's, you know, relationship with his kids was a little bit more important, but you're right, that's also important.
She looks like she's doing it in those photos. No?
What because she has a blue thing on top of this
she's got a blue thing on. She's in front of a tank.
Bulletproof vest she's wearing.
Yeah, I got it.
She looks concerned in every photo.
She looks super concerned, but I would think that there would be more job qualifications to be the Secretary General of the UN than just looking concerned.
A hot actress and being concerned?
I normally don't have a dog in the fight and these custody things, but I gotta admit, I'm rooting for Brad Pitt now because I kind of feel like the fate of the world is depending on him having the joint custody because I don't want to see her in charge of the UN. I don't think that she's qualified to do that, but maybe I'm wrong.
Now,
I don't know.
Mike, we should say, look, now, our sources, who are, like I said, very well-placed sources, and, you know, that we got this information from, that is what they are saying. But we should say that Angelina's rep, for now, is denying this. And what was it they said, Mike, that she's focused on
being here. The therapy is in Los Angeles, and that she's not looking to move to London anytime soon. So, look, at this point,
I'm just going to say devil's advocate. You kind of have to say that because you don't want to tip your hand.
I was just going to say,
you don't want everyone in the UN to know you're coming
right.
for the job.
Right.
That's you know, just my opinion.
Yeah.
Not that I've ever gone for a job in the UN, but I would think.
But I mean, if she can do it, why not throw your hat into the ring for Secretary General of the UN or whatever like that? But what if she can do it? I think Charles could be Secretary General of the UN. Anyone can do it, I guess.
It's not true.
Hi, I'm Chantel from Hawaii. I feel like people have very biased opinions on this. If the allegations against Brad are true, I find it smart to limit his contact with the kids if he could put them in any type of danger, especially physically. But at this point, it kind of seems like she's just coming up with any excuse she can to take the kids and run as far as she can after finding out about this job. And I don't think that her opportunity should be limited after a divorce, but we have to remain honest when we're voicing our concerns. And I've been through custody battle, and it's extremely draining, and it's just really unfortunate that such a private matter is public record.
It is draining. I know what you're saying, that it's draining. However, while it's difficult, and what's usually best, and what the courts say, what's best is for both parents to be around.
Right.
Unless there's some, and to this point, there's been nothing. The DCFS cleared him of any criminal wrongdoing, and so did the FBI. So we will see what happens. But keep an eye on that UN job.
Oh my God. Man.